person has a special gift. His private vision of the world. Through words, ideas, images, he touches our view of the 20th century.
Dik Schwanke, Wisconsin artist, began as a painter, then worked in jewelry. Now he concentrates in clay. Mud, he says, love it. Schwanke feels the art of ceramics, modeling in clay, best fills his urge to create. The hand touch, the eye door, the experience of the actual creation are the touchstones for him.
Clay has many faces. It can be a powdery flower form or a liquid slip that can be poured or brushed. It can be more solid. You can shape it, and if you wish, you can dry it and it becomes stiff and carvable. And once stiff and carvable, it cracks and it breaks. Clay that is completely dry is fragile and crumbly. But once it's fired, it's hard and stone-like, and then it has a beauty of its own. I have a curiosity for the form and texture of bones, stones, shells, and fossils, even potatoes. The shape of the humorous pig occasionally comes into a pottery form. And stalks, stems, mushrooms, and other things like that interest me greatly. The egg in particular influences my work, not only in its shape, but also in its symbolic significance to man. The interrelation of these natural objects affects me greatly, actually stimulating my imagination in the work I do.
Throwing is basic to the potter, and with Dick, the fun comes after the clay mass is thrown on the wheel, and as he works, the form emerges, tearing, cutting, building, joining. Clay is close to the nature that motivates the artist. fact, he's influenced by all nature, especially the human form in the face. Organic nature forms are made by paddling the mound of clay over the fist. In these, we find a close relation to the egg, stones, melons, and potatoes.
The art of ceramics is far more than just pottery making. Fired clay can become sculpture, jewelry for adornment, mosaics, wall hangings, and many other ceramic objects. Ceramics is an art which emerges from the Earth's surface, and it fuses that earthen substance through fire. Clay has a functional use in every household, from simple eating and cooking pots to works of art with only aesthetic value. The art of ceramics has been in a continual process of change throughout its long history, moving from traditional to the experimental forms of today.
Slabs and strips of leather-like clay are heavily textured by freely imprinting or pounding. Slabs are joined and pinched into a ceramic construction. Coils are pressed and wound into the work. This pliable stuff can be pressed into a mold. All of these methods can be mixed, combined, melded into a single creation.
The surface, the very skin of the clay form, is important to me. By carving, scratching, building up, or scumbling, I obtain textures that are vital to me and my work. I enjoy inscribing words that relate to my philosophy and moods. Words such as warm love, king and queen, omen, touch, or even things like run from me and come dream with me.
Dik pours, scrubs, sponges, and paints the bone-dry pot with glaze, earth colors, flats, browns, and blacks, and the pot reflects, becomes a part of its natural source, the earth. The kiln is the final touch. Fire is God, effecting the metamorphosis from clay to ceramic, from touch soft to hard rock.
most important to me is that the artist be honest with himself, expressing very honestly his own beliefs, his own sensitivities, his own very being in relationship to the world around him. This means that I'm attempting to create objects that are natural to me, and whatever I am as a personality, and whatever interests me at a given time. If my work no longer looks traditional, it's because I don't feel bound by traditional concepts. And because my work has become more sculptural, largely through the influence of natural forms, and partially through a desire to experiment and to play with the medium. Frankly, I wish to express our times and the way I see them. I try not to overwork my objects. I think you kick the life out of your work if you overdo it. You lose the spirit, the meaningful aspects, the vitality, the guts of the work. Actually, nature is my chief inspiration. But philosophy or attitude towards life also affects my work greatly. I more or less believe all are one. Stone, egg, man and clay, from the beginning to the end, and over again.
NET, the National Educational Television Network.